Welcome back to Video Games Reloaded, and today I would like to continue our Let's Talk series with the Sega Multi-Mega. Now this is the third reiteration of Sega's Mega CD, and it came right at the end of the life, sort of sandwiched between the Sega 32X and the Sega Saturn. This is them just trying to sort of take one last roll of the dice to get the sales out for the Mega CD, known as the Mega CD X in other countries, and just a third version of the Mega CD in this country. I believe sale figures were really low and only went over 10,000 worldwide, if that's to be believed. Now, unfortunately for the Multi-Mega or Mega CD, this came out very late in the lifespan of Sega's console, to the point, I think this was 1996, it was on the market for just like 1 year, and the sales figures, as I said, were very bad, only 10,000 units. When you compare to the overall sales of the Mark 1, the Mark 2 and this version of it, I think probably less than 2 million units sold worldwide, which is a terrible figure, but it doesn't mean it's a terrible console. In fact, they're quite sought after these days. In fact, they hold quite a command price. Just back like in the day they did as well, because they were expensive to buy, nearly £400, and no one could afford that. Let's face it, you could probably buy a Mega CD Mark 1 or a Mega CD Mark 2 for that cost of that price. So yeah, not great. As you can see with its small form factor, it supports the Mega CD on this tray here and a Mega Drive here. Now, contrary to belief, you can actually add a Master System converter for this and a 32X, and they will play them, and they'll play them very well. Now, I want to talk about the unit itself, because it was a solid unit. It just didn't do very well, which is a shame, but the unit is solid. There's a lot of noise with the unit itself, unfortunately, which you can see on the screen, like different artifacts and some sort of weird hazing effect on modern TVs. You probably couldn't notice it back in the day when it was on a CRT, but you certainly can notice it today on a modern screen TV. In fact, this was very difficult to record for. So let's take a look at the unit itself. So as I said, this is the tray to open the door to place your Mega CD games in. As you can see at the back, you have a Mega Drive cartridge slot, and then on the side you see there's a space for 2 AA batteries, which you could then use with a headphone jack to play music. You couldn't power the unit on batteries, it would have to be mains, but you certainly could play music on the go. 2 controller ports and an on and off switch, as you can see, and this would light up orange when you were in game mode. So let's look at some games, shall we? So let's take a look at some games for the Multi-Mega, and we'll go through them. I'll talk about them individually. The library is quite small that I have, and in general I believe only less than 100 games were actually released. I think more worldwide, probably double that, but in the UK it was a smaller amount. So let's take a look at some games. So we're going to start off, not in any particular order, Mansion of Hidden Souls. I don't know if you can see that on camera. It is a mystery adventure set in a mansion, a lot of FMV digitized, not too bad. It also came out on the Sega Saturn, I believe, and was a little bit better, kind of like Seventh Guest. Jaguar X220, a racing title, quite fun. Again, solid game. I shall show some footage of that. Eternal Champions, a fighting game. Also, I think that's on Mega Drive. Always an expensive game. It doesn't matter which format you actually get it on. Some more staple games here. Excuse the glare. Thunderhawk. There's a helicopter. Shoot 'em up again. I think on the Sega Saturn version 2. Pretty much more of the same. BC Racer. It is like a Mario Kart clone without the fun. Not bad. It's okay. Solid enough title. Wolfchild, also on the Master System and Mega Drive and Mega CD. I do like the animated intro on this one. And again, Night Trap. Now, Night Trap caused a lot of controversy back in the day and actually got in America to the point where they started putting age ratings on games, because this did have a woman in the shower. You couldn't see nothing, especially on the grainy FMV back in the day. In fact, games now are far more worse than this, but yeah, it did cause a lot of controversy, which helped put sales of the game. But again, I don't know why anyone gets upset about it, but solid enough. A game everybody has, which is Sega Classic Collections. 5 great games on this, and again, I will show you some footage of this because it's just really good, and it's mostly Mega Drive games, but it was a packing title, and it's probably one of the cheaper, good value for money games that you can get. Light shows it without getting the light. Chuck Rock Jr., the sequel to Chuck Rock, and again a lot of fun. It's a platformer, getting him from one side of the screen to the other and smashing everything in sight to get what he wants. Another great shoot 'em up, if the light lets me show it. Soul Feast, as you can see, and on the other side, Commander, which are one shooter, and I'll show a footage of that. And on Cobra Command itself, it's just very generic FMV. Again, pack-in title, and you.
Game Creative Staff, Wolf Team. In the distant future, approximately 300 solar systems, including our own, are under the domination of a computer lifeform, the GCS-WT. Having been under the cruel control of the GCS-WT for centuries, the humans unite and plan to end the oppressive control of this machine. Unfortunately, the human underground movement is detected by the Interplanetary Security Force of the GCS-WT before the overthrow can begin. The humans are branded as an unnecessary and dangerous race, resulting in their systematic genocide. But the movement had not completely died. Edwin Feast, a scientist from the fifth planet in the Altile solar system managed to penetrate the security code of the GCSWT and destroy the data in the databank. The humans believed that the GCSWT would be inoperable for 300 hours while it was recovering from the destroyed data. The last hope left for the humans was to reach the planet Earth while the GCSWT was inoperable and destroy the computer lifeform. With this task in mind, the starship Sol Feast left for a treacherous journey.
Could be in for a battle with the Star Garrison at 5 locations on our way to Earth. Be on the lookout when we near Sirius, the weapons plant on the outer rim of Sirius, the artificial sun, the Pluto base and Jupiter.
Take off.
There's a great game. Echo the Dolphin. That's been on Mega Drive, but the music on that game is just great. It's a definitely, if you can track down one title, I would say go for the Echo the Dolphin Tide of Tides, the part 2, because that is just solid. Star Wars Rebel Assault. It's okay, again, a lot of FMV. It's fun enough, but it's not what I was hoping for a Star Wars game, especially when you're holding such a great license. Mickey Mania, a great game. Unfortunately, I can't show this because copyright strike straight away, as it's a Disney game and it'd probably get very funny with the music in it, but really solid game, great platformer. And Slipheed, a great 3D shooter, a lot of fun, and again I'll show some footage of that right now.
Emergency. Bogies approaching. All interceptors scramble now. Repeat. Bogies. All interceptors scramble immediately.
Ready for taxi. Right alarm, check. Release brake. Compass open, coordinates set. Ventilator ready for launch. All systems green. See you later. Good luck.
Battle station, unidentified spacecraft inbound from Delta Line, Area 3. Number unknown, but increasing. All Sophie squadrons scramble immediately. Repeat, scramble now. Squadron 207, scramble now. Rendezvous with squadrons 279 and 333. Take position for intercept mission. This is not a drill. Repeat, this is not a drill.
Gentlemen,
home. Quick!
Wonder Dog, a platformer, cute cuddly mascot. I guess they were trying to go for a mascot, but they had one in Sega, as you'll see, so they didn't need to do that, unfortunately. But again, it's a great game, a lot of fun. Getting up there in price too, so keep an eye out for that one if you're collecting for the Mega CD. And here's a protagonist that does sell a lot of units. That's Sonic CD. Different music on this particular one from most Sonic games, and it's got great audio. I love it, and again, it's a solid platformer, a lot of fun. And again, I will interlace video for this one for you, just so you can see what the game's about.
You can do anything, just a Sonic spoiler, always is a chance. Just a Sonic spoiler, never sit they can't. Nothing gets by the way to stay right, 'cause if you try, you can do anything.
Tomcat Alley, which is again a shoot 'em up with FMV. It's okay, nice and cheap title, that one, but just wanted to add more to my collection. So let's go for some big hitters now. Starblade, a great shoot 'em up. I believe this came out from Namco and was also on the PlayStation, slightly better version of it. But this game is fun if it don't last very long. Got a lot of good FMV cutscenes on that one. Final Fight CD. Now again, a lot was changed in this game. The music was changed, had one extra character which didn't appear on a lot of them, and was very closer to the arcade port itself. And again, I'm going to show some footage of that because it's a solid game.
Metro City, a well-known crime capital, has been ruled by violence and death for many years. A fact which the newly elected mayor and former street fighter Mike Hager plans to change. At the center of the problem is the huge gang known as Mad Gear. Mad Gear controls all of the major criminal activity in the city. When they learned of Hager's plans, they took immediate action to bring this new mayor under their control. Sometime in 1992.
Hello, Mike Hager here.
Hee, Mr. Hager. So pleased to make your acquaintance. I believe you know who I am. Don't hang up. We have a little business proposition for you. Your daughter for your cooperation. And we'll throw in the regular monthly bonus to your salary we offered before.
What? What happened to Jessica? Who is this?
Not so fast, Mike. Turn on your TV.
You son of a... What have you done to her?
Nothing yet, but we'd enjoy the opportunity. Listen to reason, man. Why make your job difficult? Just let us do as we please, like the mayor before you did.
microcosm, a shoot 'em up set inside your body, where you go down arteries and shoot blood vessels. Interesting concept, not particularly great game, but again, it's fun enough if you only own one game, so not bad. Bloodshot. I guess this is a attempt by Domark to make a Doom clone, because that's technically what it is. It's set on an alien ship, and you go in and you fight. It's an odd game, because as soon as you blow up the core in the ship, you have to dash out before the ship explodes. Again, I'm going to show some footage of it. It's just because it's an odd game itself. Earthworm Jim Special Edition. Great game, this one. Probably the best Earthworm Jim that's out there. Great music, great visuals, lots of toilet humour, great opening sequence, which just could run for hours, just doing lots of weird animation. And again, I'm going to show some footage of that just because it's such a great game and it's worth to see.
Pardon me. Hey, 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 hey.
Earthworm Jim Special Edition.
And finally in my collection, KO Flying Squadron. An absolute banger of a game. A cute 'em up with lots of cheesy animation, but so much fun. And the sequel to that is actually on the Sega Saturn, KO Flying Squadron 2, which I think I've done in a previous video if you go back and take a look. But this one, definitely have to look at some footage of this one.
In the 8th year of the KO era, Japan neared the end of its feudal period.
the shogunate, facing an uprising by the anti-government movement, asked France for military help in order to suppress the rebellion. As the French were unwilling to assist, the government turned to the American delegation that was visiting Japan at the time to negotiate the Japan-U.S. peace treaty. You see, America was known as the country which had established a unique scientific technology by combining its native Indian shamanism with alchemy from Europe. It was the utilization of this science which had allowed an infant nation to grow into a military giant within only 1 century. The American delegation's military entourage, with its 20-gun mechanized unit, was powerful enough to defeat 3 major armies of the anti-government forces in less than 2 weeks. As a result of this military intervention, as well as the peace treaty with America, forced upon the shogunate by these circumstances, Japan moved ever closer to becoming America's protectorate. Unrelated to these historical proceedings, deep in a mountain north of the capital city lived the descendants of the ancient gods, protecting their ancestors' secret treasure. Down through the ages, their numbers had dwindled. Now there remained only an old couple and their granddaughter Rami. They alone kept watch over the treasure of the ancient gods. One night, a flying wooden ship appeared suddenly from the sky and attacked. Who had attacked and stolen the key to the secret treasure. Good work. At last, this key is mine.
And I wasn't there to stop them. I hate this. Hyper cutie bunny chase! Huh?
Rami, where have you been?
Well, I got hungry, so I went to the mini-mart to get something to eat. At first I thought I wanted a burger, but then...
You were supposed to be guarding the key. You saved it in front of our ancestors. Shame! Shame! Shame on you!
So that's my Sega Mega CD collection and the console itself. A great unit. I was lucky to get one a few years back, but they are getting renownedly difficult to find now, and the games are hard to find as well. I would probably say if you're going to get into it now, because everything is starting to climb, especially when it comes to Sega stuff. It's getting really bad out there for its cost. But that's always the way with Sega or Nintendo. You tend to find the very early stuff to be very difficult to collect for and look after and maintain. Most of the stuff as you see behind me, I spent years collecting, and it's been a labour of love, and especially getting it in nice condition. But again, something I enjoy. Now, if you'd like to see more content, please like and subscribe, and it will help the channel grow. And I will try to improve the videos and get better and better. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you around on the next one. Thank you very much. Bye bye.